Hello, everyone. My name is Saleh Al-Hudayf. Today, I will present a solution that can hugely impact medical data processing company future, which is moving from current traditional data architecture to a modern data lakehouse. We will start explain briefly what is a data lakehouse and compare it with a traditional data warehouse. Then we will discuss data lakehouse benefits to the company. And finally, we will see how Data Lakehouse actually work in general. So what is a data lakehouse? Simply, it is all-in-one data system that stores and organizes all of the company's data in a single reliable source to serve all the data needs from data daily reports to AI. And you may wonder, how is that different from a data warehouse? They all serve as a single source of data, but they actually have different characteristics. The first one is data warehouse can only store structured data. Think of structured data like sales in your Excel sheet. It's a tabular data. In contrast, data lakehouse can store all types of data, structured data, images, videos, text files, you name it. And because of that, data warehouses are rigid. It struggles to store new data types. But data warehouse have flexibility to adapt to all new data formats. Also, it is expensive to store large volume of data, while it is cost effective on data lake houses, especially if it's stored on the cloud. And most of the time, data warehouses are not updated in real time, but data lake houses do have the ability to update data in real time. And that's why it is giving you the advantage and business value when it comes to decision making, because real time data means you can make faster decisions. Another big value is moving to the cloud, reduce infrastructure management and maintenance overhead costs tremendously, which make the company adapt fast to its data needs as it's evolving over time. No matter how big the company data need, you can scale uh, as big as you want. And all of that is backed by robust security and backup capabilities built in the cloud services. Now that we know the importance of Data Lakehouse and its advantages, let's see how it works. Data Lakehouse is formed in four components: storage layer, ingestion layer, processing layer, serving layer. All of these four cannot work independently unless you have metadata and governance layer over them. But to illustrate this, let's visualize it to make it easy for you to judge us. Now what you see here is a data lakehouse architecture map proposed for medical data processing company. And here we have a storage layer, ingestion layer, processing layer, and serving layer. And to make it easy for you to understand how these layers work together, let's see the data journey between them. The first, data will be received from medical facilities, goes into ingestion layer, which will the data will be prepared and sent to processing layer. Processing layer will do the extraction, transforming the data, and making sure that the data are meeting the company data quality rules. Then finally, sending and storing the data into the storage layer. Serving layer will have a single point to access the data where all data consumers can benefit from data stored here. You have here data scientists, analysts, dashboards, developers, all of them can access the data from a single point. However, all of these layers cannot work independently. You need a metadata layer to connect the dots between them. And metadata simply means data about data. For example, you will have here in your metadata layer on top of your storage layer, data like where the data are stored inside the storage layer. Another thing which is very important, you can here have the data about which data are sensitive uh, in your master data that you want only a few people in the company to access these data. And on top of the metadata layer, you have your security layer, which is let's take an example to make it easy for you to understand how these two layers work together. Let's say an analyst tries to access sensitive data in the master data. The lake formation here, your security layer, will see that the analyst is not allowed to access sensitive data. Therefore, it will reject or deny the analyst access to the data, to the sensitive data. This is how these four layers work together. Um, Now I can take your question if you have any, and thank you for listening.